Oh, it actually did it the first time. Doesn't usually do that. All right. Where were we? Where was we? Did that. I think I'm going to change this. Just put it there. Use that instead. There we go. I think that looks a little better. All right, I did that already. All right, 139. One, two, three, four, five, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 6. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. There we go. And a. Oh, hey, just saw you there. How you doing? There we go. Now I got it on the live chat. I don't know why it's a little easier to see when I hit that little live chat button. It could just be nothing really. It could just be I noticed it for some reason a little better. This little Pokemon Center is just taking forever. Someday I'll get this thing finished. Why isn't this matching? Dun dun. One, 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be why. Well, she definitely needs a lawyer. There we go. Oh, Bricks, I'm sorry I missed you. I did not see anything pop up on the screen. Hey, yeah, I'm hoping I can get some Christmas sets this year. I'm really I love their Christmas sets. We have a couple over here that are still waiting to get built, but I was really wanting to get this done before I start anything new. And I want to do the Christmas sets, of course, in December. Big buildable Santa figure. That'd be kind of neat. That sounds like a fun one to get. We think I have a little one this year for Christmas. I'm not sure. I need to make sure of that. I'm not good at keeping track of that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the thing is I'm hoping they don't sell out by the time I get some funds in my bank account. So I was talking with my major just a little while ago, and we don't know when the army's going to have money. So I don't know when I'm going to be put on orders. Where's that little shoe looking thing? No, I don't see one. Can't be that important. I'd love to be able to get at least one special thing, um, like a Lego set for Christmas. It'd be a lot of fun to build with little one. I don't see this little part. That'll do. And I do like that Lego is doing what they can to slow down the whole secondary market with scalpers so that more people that just enjoy it can get the stuff. I don't think this stuff's important, so I'll just skip over this stuff. Only allowing, so many purchases per person, per household and stuff like that. That's a great thing for them to do. And hopefully I get some money here in a couple weeks and I can at least buy some stuff. Let's see, this is all just decoration. I don't think I need to build the all the plants. Plants. One of those. Here we go. I still have a couple of Christmas things from last year that we never built. Well, they're tiny things. Was that this little gingerbread person, Santa and reindeer and a sleigh? I still have a Valentine thing up there we haven't built. Oh yeah, man, that'd be nice. That's one thing y'all got us beat on is being able to go on vacation like that. Someplace like, Eastern Europe is just across the channel for y'all. For us, going on a vacation to somewhere else, I mean, we got to take a 12-hour flight get get away from our continent. I mean, I would love to go to France. I'd love to go to Europe, Germany. I said that wrong. I'd love to go to Germany. South Korea would be interesting. Oh man, I'd do anything to go to Japan. But it's just so expensive to get an international flight anywhere from the US. 245. Okay, yep, that's this one. I'm sure it'll be a big change not having her around for the holidays. But oh man, it's growing kids growing up is a sad thing sometimes it seems. Like my best friends have a daughter. She was born, I want to think it was 2 years before I joined the army. And this weekend, I was talking with someone, and they they asked how old their daughter was, my friend's daughter. I had to think for a second. I'm like, wait, I've been in the army for 19 years, so that means 21. I'm like, oh my god, this baby I remember being born when I was their roommate is now 21 and in college. That's it's a hell of a thing to realize. And I really don't even want to think about like my 9-year-old someday is going to be, wanting to spend time with a boyfriend rather than spend time with me. Like, that's just a depressing feeling, but someday will happen. That last weekend, we saw um, my neighbor's daughters were all dressed up. They're teenagers, and she was asking why the girls were dressed up. I was like, well, I guess they have like a homecoming dance or something. And so the little girl asked me, I was, well, what's a homecoming dance? So I explain it. Oh, homecoming. That's probably something y'all don't really have, since football isn't our version of football isn't a thing over there. But it's like, well, baby girl, it's just a big dance, and boys and girls dress up, and everyone takes a date, and they dance and have fun, and be teenagers. And she says, "Oh, so they have dates." It's like, "Yes, baby girl, and eventually you will too, and I'll try not to kill whatever boy you date." What a Yeah, I mean, prom, of course, is every year, the junior and senior prom, but homecoming is for all the grades. It's mostly just a big football thing. And I mean, I didn't give a flip about football. And ooh, hmm, this should be lined up. Let's go a couple steps back because it looks like I did something wrong here. Two and a one, and then a four, and a two, and a three, and then a L shape, and a two, and then two, and a three. There we go. That looks better. Why do I keep getting these spam? I'm getting tired of all these spam texts and all that crap. It's starting to get annoying. Well, the world know that I just don't have any money, so you can't steal any money from me. Oh yeah, I mean proms and homecoming. I mean, I know I've seen. I remember my mom talking about them, and even my grandfather, and all the movies about teenagers from the '80s and '70s had them and homecoming dances. So I'm sure it's been a thing for a while. And I told my little girls I didn't really date in high school. I didn't see the point of it. Like we're all be going our separate ways here soon. So why even get emotionally attached? Well, I dated a little bit, of course, but not really much anything. Yeah, I don't seem to know little one pieces. But I definitely didn't play football because I didn't want to get any head injuries while I was still in high school. I think I told that to one of the coaches, and he just looked at me like I was crazy. I mean, our football team was so bad that our varsity team would be pitted against the junior varsity teams of other schools and still lose. And that was the entire time I was in high school. And we did 8th grade to 12th grade. We didn't have a middle school, but like they do now. Like how could a team be that bad? I mean, they were. I'm pretty sure I told one of the coaches, it's like, man, I'm not going to play for a team that's as bad as this team. Seems like a waste of my time. I'd rather do drama club. At least then I'm around girls. I might not be dating any of them, but I'd rather be around them than a bunch of smelly, stinky guys. Of course, now I've spent months and months and months and intense with a hundred a hundred smelly, stinky guys. At least I was getting paid to do it. Yeah. Well, I wasn't an actor in drama club. I was the one of the stage people. I'm not great at memorizing lines. I can improv, but I can't memorize a line if you paid me to. That's probably dyslexia. Hey, but I did do some sports. I did wrestling and soccer, and those were pretty much just because the stuff like drama club was off season, so I had to figure something to do just because I didn't want to be sitting around the house. Okay, I know I've already built this thing. There it is. Yeah, this is it. The little Pokemon food station. Oh god, that's just the idea of being in those locker rooms. Ugh, they were disgusting. I was in the marching band, but then again, that was I could spend the time. Um, I mean, all the girls talked to me. I think they liked talking to me because they knew I wasn't hitting on them. Okay, so where's I just saw this little orange thing or yellow thing. There it is. I mean, drama club and that was a lot more fun than being out in the field and getting the shit kicked out of you. Hmm. No, I'm actually missing one of the tables, I think. It probably got lost a while ago. Actually, I was talking with this about something like this with my little girl because we're watching TV, and she was asking me what high school was like when I was little. Like, baby girl, just stay out of, don't get involved in drama among all the teenagers. It's just a short time in your life. It's not worth getting caught up in. I've watched squash, and it's an interesting game. I tried racquetball, and I just couldn't. I couldn't move quick enough. And actually, we were talking about racquetball because of an episode of Bluey. I don't know how many times we watched that show. I think we've watched Bluey through like a dozen times at this point. I mean, I can quote the episodes. Like racquetball, I've watched people play it. I was stationed next to an Air Force base for a while, and they had racquetball courts, and it was a lot of fun watching the people. But I just could not keep up with them. I need a 1x4 or a 2x4. Oh, I don't believe I don't have any more sitting out here. Okay. Yeah, it's in an enclosed thing here. Okay, I gotta have. There we go. That's what I need. Yeah, square. And it's like every country comes up with a little bit of a different thing for games as they move around the world. And then you have us that just decided we want to do everything we can as different as possible just to make our parents mad. It's like just to make mommy and daddy England mad. We're going to use our own form of measurement. And we're going to call football soccer. And we're going to make something completely different and call it football. Uh, okay, where is this? I need a. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. This. Okay. This instruction is really weird. That goes there. This goes here. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. That just looks really weird. It just looked kind of weird. Yeah, I was always amazed when I was at the Air Force Base and I'd see these airmen playing it. I was like, man, I didn't think airmen could be this physically fit. Where's that coming from? Not like I'm exactly in shape person, but we got to give, we got to give the other branches a hard time whenever we can. Okay, I need a 1x3. There we go. And a 2x3. There we go. This does not make, I do not like the instructions that Mega Bloks does are just a lot more confusing. All right. It always. Oh, wow. It's been pretty popular here for a little while. It's just beyond my physical capabilities. Of course, lately, just about anything is beyond my physical capabilities. Even though I did pass a PT test for one job recently. It's going slow. I got a couple weeks till my next PT test for the Army, but instead of doing a 2 mile run, I do the rowing machine. That's not too bad. This is a cute little bench. Yeah, I mean, luckily I've reached the age in our categories that basically as long as I keep going, I pass. It reaches a point the Army's just like, it's better for us to keep you in with all the experience you have than chapter you out because um we're trying to kill you in PT because we know you're not going to deploy. Okay, I saw that little here it is. Ah! Tomorrow I got to run up to one of the um National Guard facilities and do a little bit of paperwork just to update my ID. Okay. Ah, get the little revolving door on here, hopefully. And I break it. Oh, that's funny. Hey, it's ultrasonic. I watched a couple minutes of one of your videos last night. It was the Game Boy. I really want to get that Game Boy, and that I'm going to be getting some the next time I can. I'm try to get some Christmas stuff before I get that. There we go. We got a little revolving door now. The game I really like how they have it so you can take that face out and put the different face in for the games. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to get some lights, like hang some lights up there so it doesn't look like my eyes are in shadow, like a little string light. I think I have a string light I'm not using upstairs. I actually still have a working Game Boy and a working NES and Atari. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, all my NES and Atari and all that stuff is sitting in storage in Omaha because the Army won't pay to ship it back. So need to get some money together to get everything sent back here. then I can pull out my NES and my Game Boy. I did little one and I were playing some of the NES games that the Switch has on it, and she just could not believe the way those games look. I mean, I was telling her, it's like this was the height of video gaming. These games looked amazing to us. Just need a little one by one. Mm. Is this two? Oh, that's even better. If I can get these things apart. Oh, you get those, you look at those old games now, and it's like, wow, is that really what they looked like? I swear it looks so much better. But it was like most of what we were doing, like we're playing those games, was our imagination, imagining what we think it looks like. It's a hell of a thing to remember. And we're just like, oh man, these graphics are just so amazing. Oh yeah, the Game Boy Color. That was something. I don't think I ever got the Game Boy Color. I know I got the portable Sega did. Um, I had a couple different portable games back in the 90s. I can't remember. I still have them. They're all in that storage unit back down in Omaha. There we go. Where is? Oh, I'll do that later. I like the Atari. I mean, that thing was just so amazing. Then the NES came around, and you're like, wow, these graphics. Everything's on this little cartridge. Some more. These all no, no, that's not what I need. I need one by twos. One by twos. All right, let's see if I can find some more one by twos. Ones, 2 by 6. Mm, mm. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, the Spectrum. Yeah, I remember that. I'd never had one. There's a YouTuber. What is her name? She hasn't put out many videos, but she mostly talks about old video games on the computer. She talks about a bunch on the Spectrum and other weird little systems. She does great videos when she puts them out. Well, you're helping each other out. That's what that is. That's family helping each other. Fortunately, I'm an only child, so I had to do it all myself. I think I got to reorganize all my stuff because now I'm starting to have trouble finding things again. Oh man, I just always find it so funny when I do that. I push down so hard that I send something flying. Yeah, is the point to beat it or to play it? At the point, which Super Mario was that? That I think it was the first. I remember there's one of them where you can jump into. No, it's three. I think it's three. There was a way you can warp till like the next to last level, and I don't think I've ever played those in between levels. Of course, I still can't beat it. I still have never beat that game. I've also tried to tell little ones about playing the game, but some of these games, she's like, "No, Daddy, just get me to the point where I can beat it." I did find a video game that she was looking for that I'm saving for Christmas. Yeah, it's like Death Stranding. I mean, if I just wanted to beat that game, I could have beat it forever ago, but I'm just walking around the world building stuff and taking my time. Which this game that I did just finish, there's a couple videos on there. Yeah, that's an American world a word, videos. It's a Southern word. Um, the Invincible, I think it's called. It looks like it's made by a British company because they have some very British accents, and some of the terminology they use is, yeah, they're not American words, and the humor is very dry. But the game, it's more the story than anything. There's nothing really hard in it that you really have to work to figure out. A couple things you do, but most of the stuff is just pretty straightforward. It's an amazing story. It was one of the free games through the PlayStation Store. It's beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful game. I enjoyed the scenery of it and the experience. I don't think I beat one Super Mario game completely. think I always get to a point where I just get frustrated. So y'all got me beat there. Though I enjoy the game so much, but you get to a point where I'm just like, nah, I'm done. My reflexes are just not that good for me to beat it. Yeah, that's dedication. Huh. Well, then. Oh, okay. That's why I can't find the pieces because I didn't take this apart. I didn't see the reason taking this thing apart. Hmm. Yeah, for video games, you definitely gotta have the time on your hands. That's there's the old saying, you can have time, either time or money. You have free time or money. Can't have both. There we go. Okay, now I got it. Maybe. Yeah, this is supposed to fit in right here with enough just to turn it. Right now, I got the free time. I just don't have the money. But, knock on wood, soon I'll at least have the money. Okay, door, you're going to cooperate. I don't know what I got to do to make you cooperate, but you're going to cooperate, door. See, you're supposed to be able to turn this thing to make the door turn, but it's not wanting to turn for whatever reason. Yeah, this is just not. Huh. It's like this piece down here is stopping it from turning for whatever reason. All right, there we go. This might be what I get for not taking this all the way apart. Or I think what it is I put an extra piece in here. Whatever you get. Well, the toad might be flipping them off because it in the original. In the original book, if you read it, you find out that all the things you're killing, the Goombas or whatever, are actually citizens of the kingdom. There we go. So Mario's going around killing all the citizens of the kingdom. I mean, I think that's amazing. So Toad could just be saying, F you, Mario, you're going around killing everyone. There we go. Got a turning door now. Of course. I forgot to put this back on. I have to take a look at that. All right. We got a front to the Pokemon Center. All right. I can skip all this. This book is just way too big. Okay. So that goes here. That goes here. And I need one more little. Yeah, there's a couple of Pokemon that came with this one. Um, this one, um, this Chansey, and there's a Eevee that came with it also. Where did she go? Oh yeah, and this Pikachu. There's an Eevee around here somewhere. I'm sure Little One put her somewhere safe, somewhere special, because Eevee are the specials. Just- yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to not picture that anytime I see Toad. And I'll just have to think about Toad being angry at Mario for killing all of its friends. At least that's how it works in my head canon. It's just Toad being angry. Okay, I get this little vine on here, maybe. This does not want to work. Yeah, Eevee. Eevee is the most important Pokemon. There we go. This little vine here was giving me a problem. Yeah, that looks like, other than a couple little pieces, like I'm missing one of the lamp posts. I'm missing some stuff for this little pool right here. And one table. I'm missing a table somehow. So let's see if I can get this together, how it's supposed to go. There we go. Oh, yeah. So this is a little bottle of Nuka Cola that for some reason little one wanted me to put in here. You know, I think the Nuka Cola can go on top of the tall neck as a reward if you climb up the tall neck. So there we go. This actually went back together eventually. Got the got that. It can move. I think Chansey was probably the one that's usually goes behind the. Oh, Chansey lost her ear. So now Chansey dances back here for some reason. So I lost Chansey's ear back here. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna have to break this thing to get Chansey's ear out. Thank you. There we go. I got Chansey's ear out without breaking it. Oy vey. That's so funny. Here we go. Yeah, little one is so looking forward to the idea that there's supposed to be a new Eevee coming out this year. Okay. Now, if I find out I'm actually gonna that the government actually passes our budget, I think I'm gonna go buy a new Lego. 'Cause that means I'll be starting orders in a week. There we go. There's a little computer right there, even though I don't think Chansey uses a computer. A couple Pokeballs that you can put into the thingamajig over here. Little one's gonna be happy that the Pokemon Center is all back together. Well, mostly. Them parts I just can't find for whatever reason. But you know, a move is just about as good as going through a fire. Literally today, I found a box over off stage left there that had a bunch of stuff I'd been looking for a year. I just uncovered the box. That's how stuff happens when you move. So we got a Pikachu in here. Togepi, that's this one's name, Togepi. And there is supposed to be a little bit more right here. I just, who knows what happened to those parts. But I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I really hope that, man, yeah, I'm gonna have to get some blackout curtains for that eventually. It makes me look like a film noir detective sitting here. Oh, there's the Eevee. She's missing a leg. I gotta find her leg. But got the little Eevee right here. A bunch of her sisters sitting right over there. Man, that happened right on time. 17:30. And that's usually when I stop. Yeah, good old Costco. I haven't been to a Costco in a minute. Well, I think what tomorrow I'll finish this and build some more of the Eevee sisters. Or I'm gonna try to fix the Pac-Man thing back there. It was weird is it started working for a minute and then stopped. So I have to see. I bet something just came off the track. But I got this all working. That'll make little one happy. She was asking about it this last weekend. So this weekend she'll love that. But it's time for me to call tonight and get on the video with her. It was great talking to y'all. I do. I look like a film noir detective here. Hmm. That's kind of smart. I would not think about doing something like that. Man, I wish I could think of that. I'm trying to think of that YouTuber's name that does the thing with retro games. Really want to. It's man, it's driving me crazy. I gotta think of it. Oh, thank you. So I love getting on here. I'm gonna find her name here. Fortunately, she doesn't do a lot of streams, but everything she does is really, really good. I think it started with a Q. Yeah, I'm not finding it. I got too many subscriptions. Well, okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for coming on and talking. I always enjoy it. Makes my day. Tomorrow I'll probably work on the Pac-Man machine and finish up this little castle. So y'all on tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all then. If I can figure out how to stop it.